All right, functions. Here we go. So for this week, we're going to focus on our Monday. So starting with a Monday, I should say, focusing on gymnastics. So we got that upper body work, core. This is all body weight stuff. So it's nice. We don't have to rely on anything else but our body weight. We're going to work on some ring assisted pull ups. So more in the vertical direction there, working on our strength, getting even a little bit stretch happening there, and just kind of attacking a different angle. 10 to 20-second pike holds. So sitting on the ground sorry, this is from a dive bomber position, so kind of more of like a push up, but we're gonna have our hands a little bit closer to our body than a push up, and then 10 to 20 reverse sit ups. So take your time with this one. Really try to get the most out of every movement, and the goal is to really work on strength building and control in these movements. So speed is not necessary. You shouldn't be kind of sweating like a cardio sweating out of this one. It should be more of a strength kind of sweaty where it's like you're tired after every set. So 15 minutes of work here. Try to get 3 sets done at least in the 15 minutes. So a set every 5 minutes. And then we're going to follow that up into our workout. So some of this stuff was going to stay similar. 3 rounds for time, 15 feet assisted ring dips. So use your legs for this one. I do not expect us to do it with our feet off the ground. These are very hard. So feet on the ground, really focus on just like using this also as a little bit of a stretch too, kind of coming down, opening up those shoulders, getting into that deep kind of ring dip position, as long as our shoulders allow for it and we're not kind of pushing through pain. And then 15 horizontal ring rows. So this time in the horizontal position, we're going to do those pulls followed by a 400-meter row for the guys and 320 meters for the ladies. So just an easy 3 rounder, 5 minutes a round if you can focus on that, but more of upper body strength or gymnastics upper body strength is what we're focusing on with a little bit of cardio sprinkled on there. So we're going into our Wednesday workout to follow up that. Isometric strength, going to keep that going. We're going to go back to yielding isometrics. This is where we are trying to maintain a position rather than trying to push past the position. So we'll focus on our upper body lower and our midline with that. And then our workout's a nice fun one, straightforward. 10 minutes, 10 med ball squat cleans, 20 sit-ups, go back and forth for the 10 minutes. So this one, we got lower body stimulus of push and pull because as we're squatting and pushing up, we're pushing our legs away. And then in our sit up, yes, it doesn't look like you're using your legs, but you're actually using those hip flexors and deep core muscles to kind of pull yourself in. It's kind of like going down into a squat. It's kind of like the same kind of motion in a way. So the extension and the flexion of the hips is going to really work on strengthening those areas. You're going to work on some skill with the squat clean, with the med ball. So that would be really good. So a little bit of coordination work, and then just that conditioning is going to come through those 10 minutes, just keeping a good little pace. Then the next day we got our Halloween WOD, and this is together as a group together. So function, CFW all together in this one. So make sure you come out. It's going to be TBA until the day of. So just come in and you'll see it'll be fun. There's something for everybody. Going into Saturday, back to our breathing work, 3 to 5 sets. We're going to work on just squats, breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. And I want you to think about 3 seconds on the way down and 3 seconds on the way up. So try to breathe in for 3 seconds and then breathe out for 3 seconds. Rest is needed in between your reps and sets. Just using this as a warm up to prepare for your workout. So it doesn't need a whole lot of warm up, just like this is the warm up in itself. Just getting the breathing mechanics in and working on the squat. The depth is not super important. It's more about the breathing synchronization with the movement rather than trying to get the depth. So work within what limits work for you. And then our workout, as you guys know, is a conditioning workout, endurance, trying to build that cardiovascular endurance here. 5 rounds for reps, 3 minutes on of 10/8 salt bite calories, 10 kettlebell sumo deadlifts, and then the remaining time is max burpees. So we're trying to leave like 45, 30 seconds for some burpees. And that's going to be kind of the score for every round. Then a 2-minute walk to follow that right up. So from the 3-minute mark to the 5-minute mark, we're walking. The goal is to try to keep the reps the same with the burpees every round. So if you get 10, try to keep 10 across the 5. Or if you feel really good, you want to get more reps every single time, but that will require some more skilled kind of pacing in the beginning so that you can strategically build up as you go. So that's Saturday. And then our Sunday workout, as you guys know, in partners or individuals or community wide, everyone together. 3 rounds for time of 800-meter run, 30 dual dumbbell hang squat cleans, and 400-meter dual dumbbell front rack carry. So we can scale with dumbbell squats and rowing if we need to, or reduce the running depending on kind of where you're at. But just important today is going to be a little bit more strength based and lower body based. So expect to kind of feel the legs working today, working the front rack position, but there's also that walking involved in it and the running involved. So expect to kind of feel some of that conditioning coming with that with the lower body. So good little workout. Again, have fun with this one, scale as you need it, and you can do it in partners or individual. Hope you guys have an awesome week, and we will see you in the following one.